good afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to The Done Creative. Before we get into this pick a card reading, I just wanted to let you guys know I have a live stream channel called The Done Creative Live where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week. Plus, I have a Patreon now. Lots of exclusive goodies, live streams, Patreon only pick a cards, and of course the weekly reading, behind the scenes, and more found over there on Patreon. Both links for my live stream and Patreon are found in the description if you are interested. But for this pick a card reading, we're going to be figuring out a message of guidance for you from Spirit. And this is going to be a two-part reading. So you're going to be selecting at least one from the top row here of cards, and then one of these two natural options here. We'll get into that in just a second. So if you are new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to center your energy, and then focus in on piles number 1, 2, or 3, and also option A or B. If more than one pile or more than one option call out to you, you can select as many or as few as you would like. But for a well-rounded reading, I would select at least one of group 1, 2, and 3, and then at least one of option A or B. And once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. Please, though, remember these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you, your life, and leave the rest behind. This guidance is not a substitute for using your own brain, your own judgment, your own intuition. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on your cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, for those of you who selected group number 1, this is going to be your message. You have here the azurite crystal. So this is talking about getting laser focused. So Spirit really wants you to kind of pare out all of the distractions and just things that don't really need your focus right now, because there's something you're going to be focusing on either right now or in the very near future that Spirit is really excited for you, and you're going to be excited. So you are kind of rearranging your schedule, maybe getting a bunch of last minute to do things finished so that you can clear your schedule and get laser focused on that one or couple of things that really need your time, effort, focus, and attention right now. So let's go to the tarot and get some additional guidance for group 1. What guidance does Spirit have for group 1 today? We have here the Knight of Cups. Let's get one more. Right, and the Four of Wands. Okay, so this thing you guys are getting laser focused on for some of you could be romance, and for others of you, and maybe even those of you with romance, could be just things around your home, updating your home, getting your home ready for a change of season, having some sort of get together or gathering with friends, maybe a celebration or a wedding. Four of Wands can really mean new home or weddings, new contracts being signed, and all of the above. Pairing that up with the Knight of Cups, this is a happy and emotionally fulfilling change that is going on around your home, or again, you committing to other people, friendships, significant others. Even if you already have a significant other, you're already in a committed relationship, this could just be you really focusing on said relationship or focusing on things going on around the home or events that you're planning. Maybe you need to get laser focused on nailing out all the details for an event you're trying to host. I see someone maybe wanting to host Thanksgiving at their home or Christmas at their home coming up. Depending, this is a timeless reading. So whenever you're watching this, maybe there's an event, a wedding, birth of a child, a baby shower, any kind of event, maybe even a concert. But to me, this does feel like you're either planning this event at home or this event is happening at home for some of you. But yeah, there is this element of just wanting to really immerse yourself in the emotion of whatever it is you've got going on, whatever it is you're planning. All right, so let's go ahead and get a few cards from this deck. Actually, I want to get one from this deck. Words of guidance from Spirit, please. Okay, we have here abundance. I shuffled it upside down. I promise it wasn't in reverse. I just shuffled upside down. So abundance is coming in hot. Maybe some of you are actually selling a home and you're getting that abundance from that home to then be able to go put a payment on a new home. Or some of you may even be working from home. Maybe this event you have planned is you launching your business from home even. We have the number 23 here, which adds up to 5. And I'm also reading this, for some reason I wanted to say 32 instead of 23, so it's like I'm reading the inverse of it. So you may be seeing a lot of 22, a lot of 32, the inverse of itself, but adding those two numbers up equals 5, which is all about change. So you guys are making changes to what it is you're focusing in on, changes to what is a priority or what feels like a priority to you. Maybe you're eating a lot of grapes or fruits that have a lot of water retained within them, because this is all about getting hydrated. And of course the Knight of Cups, that emotion, that watery energy of the cups. This is the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Maybe there's something going on in one of those houses within your own chart that is indicating where these changes are taking place. All right, I'm gonna get, I think, 2 from this deck as well. Okay, well these 2, there's 3, but they're telling me to take the top 2. These 2 want to come out. So we're gonna roll with it. Okay, we have success and happiness. I mean, happiness, that is the 4 of Wands. That's happiness. That's emotional contentment. Pairing that up with success and abundance. You guys, wow. This laser focus you are putting into a project, a relationship, things going on around the home, again, at work, whatever this is for you, there is assured success and happiness. These 2 are not interchangeable. Sometimes you can have success without the happiness or happiness without the success, but you're getting it all. I just heard you're having your cake and eating it too with these grapes. It's like someone's feeding you the grapes, like that opulence that we get with that depiction of, you know, you're just sitting there, someone's fanning you on this side, someone's feeding you grapes. But to me, this isn't a result of you just getting things handed to you. This is as a result of a lot of your hard work paying off. And for some of you, this might look like being able to hire some sort of housekeeping or house cleaning service to help you around the home, because you're now able to afford that or do that. Maybe you yourselves are the ones opening your own home cleaning business and going around to clean others' homes, but it's going to create a lot of happiness, a lot of success. All right, let's figure out what else is coming in hot for group 1. Any guidance from Spirit? We have here boundaries. And I'm going to get 1 from this deck as well. They're very similar decks, but this one's upside down. Before we get into this, I want to pair these 2 energies together because Spirit's telling me it's going to make a lot of sense. So I just listened to that guidance. And Earthed. Okay. All right. So with this boundaries card here, it says, where do you need to establish better boundaries? Some of you are deciding around the home that maybe enough is enough with certain emotional dynamics, certain organizational dynamics, maybe even at work, especially those of you who do work from home, or your home life is really affecting your work, or your work life is really affecting your home. I'm seeing it really go both ways, but this happiness and success and abundance is coming in as you get laser focused and maybe even establish boundaries with certain people, certain relationships, that work-life balance. I'm seeing maybe after a certain time of day, you could just have to cut off answering emails and getting back to people, even if you're excited, because you don't want to burn yourself out. But with this Earth card here, it says learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. So many of you are really taking on this more spiritual tilt to your home life, to your work life, to your definition, your very definition of success, of abundance, of happiness. You're really, shifting things on their head and really realizing, I've actually been having a really good life and I haven't even had the gratitude or, had the attention or the focus that, wow, I already have, all my dreams have already come true, or a great number of my dreams have already come true. And I'm still kind of living my life in this kind of melancholy, like, oh, when are things going to happen for me? Things have been happening. They are happening, and they will continue to happen. But many of you that have been through a spiritual awakening, you're just finding that balance again, reintegrating yourselves into the material world, the 3D world, as we say. But you can be in the world and not of it. You can live in this 3D world, but be becoming at it from a place of 5D consciousness or Christ consciousness. And that's really what I see for you guys. Okay, so that's it for group 1, but please don't forget to either go select option A with the feather or option B with the sage and cedar bundle, because there are additional messages over there for you to really round out your reading. We are going to have a card and some charms over there, so stay tuned. I'll see you over there. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, or those of you who selected the Sodalite card, this is going to be the first half of your reading. Don't forget to also select from option A or B with the feather or the sage and cedar smudge stick for your additional message. But for this part of your message, we have the Sodalite, and the message here is speak your truth. So Spirit really wants you to start speaking up for what you believe, speak your truth. Share who you are on a more authentic and soul level with other people, because you're going to be very pleasantly surprised that people are here for it. People are listening. Even if you have spoken your truth or shared your authenticity with people before and it was not greatly received, Spirit is showing me that this time is going to be different. Very, very different. So let's get some more guidance on how this is shaping out in your life. How is group 1 speaking their truth? What other additional guidance does group 2? Have I said group 1? I mean group 2. Group 2 need to know. Okay, they're showing me I need this one. All right, 10 of Wands. It's already making sense. Let's get one more. That's way too many, but we're going to take the top one. And 4 of Swords. Wow. You guys need some rest. You guys need some relaxation, some recuperation, some rejuvenation. Overburdened and tired. Exhaustion. Wow. Could there be a clearer message here? So some of you need to speak up for the fact that you're just burned out. You're run ragged. There's just too much that you've been doing and you can't continue at the pace. Even if you're still keeping up right now and things seem okay, I don't want you guys crashing and burning. Spirit doesn't want you guys crashing and burning. So now is the time to heed this warning to make sure you're getting enough rest, doing the self-care, not taking on too much. There is this element of boundaries needing to be put in place that we did get that message also in group 1, but I'm really feeling it with you guys. There's just this, from the beginning of your reading, I've just had this need to get the words out quick as I can because I need to do it before I get burned out. It's time to slow down a little bit, both me and you. I'm just picking up on this energy of, if I can just make it to Monday, I can get all these things done, and then after Monday, slow. Let's just take a deep breath together, group 2. Let it out. Just let it out. Let it slow itself down. Because really how I'm reading this 10 of Wands is a stack of kindling that very soon that match is going to be lit and this is going to go up in flames. So you want to remove yourself from this stack of kindling before it goes up in flames. Yes, I'm seeing these different little matchsticks of wands here as things you've been working on, things you've been setting up. Maybe even burdens other people have put on you. But you don't want to be caught in the middle when this thing goes up in flames. You want to remove your energy from it, just slightly, right? Go get yourself some rest, recuperation, some self-care going on before you light the match and then have just so much work to do. Because you need to recharge your batteries, and then you'll be able to take this stuff the distance, these plans that you've had, these truths you've uncovered about yourself. For some of you, this could be spiritual awakening, and you've been on down all these rabbit holes and trying to figure out, who am I? What is my life purpose? What is my soul doing here? I want to know all the things yesterday. I need to know them now. I need to know everything. You will learn everything in divine time. And we do have a raven here, or a crow. I kind of say those interchangeably, although I know there is a distinct difference, but sometimes people resonate more with crow, sometimes people resonate more with raven, so I'm going to say both of them because it's a very small little bird, he's far away, but he's still checking on in because birds are messengers from spirit, so spirit might be sending you ravens or crows as well. Okay, let's get some more guidance for group 2. Here it is. Focus. Okay, you guys are very, very linked to group 1, but I am seeing this element of underlying what you guys have going on, that you've just bitten off way more than you guys can chew. Group 1 felt like they had a pretty good handle on things, but the underlying energy, their card to select their pile was narrow down their focus. You guys now have focus, so you're good. You're being asked to do the same. Spirit is asking you also to focus on those things that need done in the time that they need done, but not taking on a whole bunch of extra work thinking, oh, I got this. Or if someone asks you for a favor and you say yes, even though maybe you want to say no. No is a complete sentence. You don't have to justify why you're saying no, but I know a lot of times as humans, we want to let people know, hey, don't take it personally. I'm not saying no because I don't want to. It's just I've got a lot on my plate. If you want to justify it, feel free to do that. But with this focus card here, we have an 8, which is all about taking action. But Spirit is showing me with all this other energy of going on, taking very tactical action and then pulling back or just kind of letting whatever action you've taken kind of ride on the waves of the universal and cosmic energy without you having to be the one pushing it forward, pushing it forward, pushing it forward. Because 8 is a number of the magician, of the manifester, of the alchemist. This person is not running themselves into the ground making things happen for that financial abundance that also comes in with the number 8. They are being very strategic and very tactical and logical about the actions they are putting forward. They know if they continue doing, going all the time, they're gonna burn out. So the number 8 is very tactful or tactical about how and when and where and why they are taking action. All right, let's get some additional guidance for group 2. Anything else coming in hot for group 2? Yes, there is. These two both want to come out. Okay, so we have here protection and embracing. Wow. So you guys are heavily protected, and this is also asking you to focus on protecting your own energy, because spirit can protect you so far, but you have to take that, that action or that forward momentum in your own life. Just sitting around hoping things will change really isn't going to make much change in your life unless you're actually taking steps, actively, action-oriented steps to make changes in your life. Because whatever it is you've got going on, there is potential for amazing abundance to come in as a result of all of these little matches you've got lit here. But we've also got this energetic electricity coming in with this lightning here. So you've got a lot of cosmic energy behind you and backing what you're trying to accomplish. So it's like work smarter, not harder is what Spirit's showing me. It's like let the little details, or I'm just hearing let the chips fall where they may. If you want to put in a hard day's work, that's your prerogative to do so, but put the stamp of approval on that day, and then from, whatever time on of the rest of the day, make sure you're doing self-care and taking care of yourself, replenishing yourself, recharging your batteries, or you're going to burn out. Because Spirit's like, we got this heavy energy. We've got this, forward momentum to go behind the actions you do put in. You don't have to work yourself into the ground to accomplish what you're wanting. A little bit of work here and there, or a hard day's work here and there are fine. You don't have to push 100% of the time, 100% of your effort, 100% of the time. Again, it's just like, it's almost like repetitive at this point, because Spirit wants you to be very tactful and tactical about how and where and when and why you are pushing things forward. Then we also have here embracing. So embracing the moment, especially if you're trying to push forward and things feel stuck or like they're really not moving forward on anyone else's end. It's almost like Spirit's showing me a door that's closed. It's not locked, but it's closed. And you're banging on it or trying to open it by pushing it when you really need to be pulling it. And Spirit's like, you got this. Just slow down, take a breath, like we did at the beginning of the reading, take a breath, and quit pushing against the door and start pulling. And that's really going to open that door for opportunity for you guys to come in. All right, what else is coming in hot? Other guidance for group 2 from Spirit. We have here awakening. Yes, and I think a big part of you guys wanting to move forward is your spiritual awakenings propelling you into your purpose. And you think, well, I've lost so much time because I've been asleep for 31 years, 32 years, 40 years, 68 years, however many years you've lived your life before you awakened. You feel like you need to sit here and make up for lost time, and Spirit's like, no. That was part of your plan, to be asleep for these amount of years or whatever. And you were still living your light in your way while you were asleep. But now that you are awake, you are getting, and even before you were awake, you were getting these energetic upgrades. This cosmic energy, this electricity that we were really seeing with this lightning here. You've been getting it the whole time. But Spirit's showing as your body evolves, as your DNA upgrades for you to take on more light to really live your purpose. You need to relax and rest your physical vessel. Every time your physical vessel needs a rest. You need to listen to your body more is really what Spirit's showing me also with this embracing card here. This bird is not in flight. This bird is not in movement. This bird is still. The stillness of this water here, very still, very clear reflection of as above, so below. So you don't need to push so hard because Spirit has your back with this. You are finding a new way of being. Because in this 3D matrix that we have been programmed into, so to speak, It's all about the daily grind, that masculine energy of do, go, 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 where really when we awaken, we're being called to really step into that divine feminine within ourselves and just be and just embody the oneness of everything. And we can't do that while we're grinding and trying to accomplish a whole bunch of things. We can only do that in the stillness, in the silence, and the embracing. And right as I'm saying that, my throat is getting a little tickle in it. Sorry, I had to cut out a cough because it was very loud. Blew out my speaker, I'm sure. But yes, throat chakra, speaking your truth. Sodalite would really help you guys speak your truth. Carrying a couple little polished pebbles of sodalite in your pocket, wearing a sodalite pendant around your neck. These are ways you can really speak your truth. And with this new way of being, maybe you were that type A personality that was all about the grind and going. And now that you've awakened, you're wanting to shift or morph that into a more flow state, a receptive state, receiving from spirit. And then knowing when to take action in very calculated ways so that you're not burning yourself out. Because you need time with this here. You need time to integrate these cosmic energies. You need time to integrate certain ideas that you have before you just jump in, dive in, and take action. Okay, let's get one more word of guidance. And then I'm going to have you guys head over to your option A or B as well for the second part of your reading. All right, what do we have? Big picture thinking. So Pleiades energy. Pleiadians are probably helping you. The Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Yes, we can't be in this receptive state to get these new, beautiful visions and inspired ideas if we're constantly taking action. That's why there needs to be a balance of your energy with resting, relaxing, receiving, with the giving and the doing and the grinding that I think many of you have been in that state of. The more masculine energy. You're being asked to be in the more receiving end of the energy, which is the more feminine side. So some of you may have had a lot of right side of the body ailments. I know me, just as a personal example, over the last year and some change, I have had a lot of headaches more on the right side of my head than the left. I had a breast issue where I had to have biopsies, and they're still scratching their head about what's going on with that on the right side. At the beginning of 2020, I pulled my intercostal muscle between my ribs, coughing and hacking when we had COVID. There's just a lot of right side of the body things for me, which is the masculine side of the body, basically telling me to slow down. And most recently, I did pull my quadricep on my right side last week. So I'm just being asked to slow it on down and be more in that left side energy, more feminine energy. So I think you guys are as well. Some of you may even identify as a Pleiadian starseed or working with the Pleiadians, whatever resonates. But yeah, I think that's mostly what I'm seeing for you. I'm just going to get repetitive at this point because Spirit's really hit the nail on the head with what needs to come through, I think. But don't forget to go check out option A or B, and I will see you over there. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, or those of you who chose this Labradorite card, this is going to be your guidance from Spirit. And this Labradorite card is saying, see the magic. So they're already painting a real beautiful picture for me here, or sometimes a kind of stressful picture for some of you. But what I'm seeing is so many of you have been really feeling caught up with the doom and gloom of the day on the third dimension, right? Really feeling dejected about what's going on in the news, and even just things you're seeing in your communities. I'm seeing like skyrocketing prices, labor shortages, all the things that are going on in the world right now, and you're getting very caught up in it. I mean, we're all guilty of this. I know from time to time I get that way too. Spirit is wanting to remind you of your own sovereignty, that you signed up to come here and play this game, but that doesn't mean you're going to continue to play it, because when you awaken, that's when you can see the forest for the trees. You awaken from the dream, and then you can lucid dream. You can make the decisions and choices instead of, when you're just having a regular dream, things are just happening to you, things are shifting fast, you have no control, you're just having to endure whatever's going on. But when you awaken in the dream, so to speak, it's like you're lucid dreaming, and you can direct the energy and the location and the setting and the people coming into these dreams, creating your own reality. And that's what you're going to do in this third dimension, because you really are taking on more of a fifth dimensional consciousness, 5D consciousness, New Earth, Christ consciousness, whatever you want to call that. You're raising your vibration. You are oscillating your frequency at a higher rate. Spirit is saying all these big words in my head right now. So you are no longer, it's like they're showing me now like someone who's grown out of a shoe, and they show me this sometimes. It's really funny. The little old lady that goes into the shoe store and she's like, I'm a size 6. She goes in, walks in, and the sales associate will go get a bunch of size 6s for her to try on, and she's sitting there, and there's the shoe horn, and the sales lady's trying to get the old lady's foot in the shoe. It's just not working because she's outgrown size 6 very long ago, but she's still trying to squeeze her way into a 6. And the associate even brings up the fact, hey, I think you might be a 7, maybe even an 8. Should we try an 8? And the little old lady's like, absolutely offended that someone would ever suggest that her foot is bigger than it really is. But you guys really have outgrown the third dimension. You've outgrown the energy of certain relationships in your life, of maybe your job, just how you operate as a soul from day to day in this human meat suit. You have outgrown patterns and programs and systems. You've outgrown it. And when you've outgrown it and you look around and it's not like the shoe store example where the lady can just go get you a size 8. It's like almost like, well, there is no size 8, but I'm outgrown of this 6 here, so guess I'm gonna have to go craft my own shoe now. So you're gonna have to take some time out of your day here and there to really craft a new way of being, a new way of operating as a fifth dimensional vibration in a third dimensional world. We did get a really beautiful card in group 1. We got the Earthed card. In the earth, but not of it. And that's the exact energy I'm really picking up for you guys. Yes, let's get into some tarot to really get some more pictures painted about this guidance Spirit is really already bringing through. Coming in hot. Temperance, yes, learning how to balance between, living between both worlds. You've got a foot in the 3D and a foot in the 5D. And you're learning how to live in both at the same time. And of course the moon has to come in and get all involved and up in your business. But look at this. 2 major arcana energies coming in with See the Magic. So there is magic at play in your lives. Many of you just don't realize it, or if you do realize it, you're not really seeing the divine benefit of it yet, but you will. Very soon, those illusions, those veils will be lifted. The veil of illusion will be lifted, I just heard. So, getting more balance in your life. This was a huge theme in group 2 as well. Just getting balance and knowing how to balance out third dimensional living, the mundane, day-to-day operations we all have to partake in, and also our spiritual evolution and evolvement. That's really what I'm seeing, because we already are these spiritual beings. We've just tricked ourselves into believing we're not, that we are just these humans and that's it. For the most part, that's what many believe, or they may believe they have a soul, but that's not really accessible to them until they die or pass away. But that's just not true. The illusion that we've been under is that we aren't as powerful as we are. There is magic in your bones. There is magic in every cell in your body, in your energy, in your vibration. There is magic. And you just need to remember that. And then integrate it into your day-to-day life by balancing that practicality of life and the spirituality of life. A very Piscean energy. Pisces and Virgo energy, really. Because Pisces and Virgo are, the original 6th house and 12th house. And the 6th house is the mundane world, and the 12th house is beyond this world, beyond the veil. So you're learning to balance it all out. And it ain't easy. I can attest to that as well. As a Libra ascendant, balancing is definitely something I'm here to learn how to do better, because I sure can't accomplish it in my day-to-day life to save my life. All right, what else is coming in hot guidance-wise for group 3? Yes. See the magic and trust. Absolutely. Oh, I do love this. I really do. And here we have Scorpio energy coming in hot to really go to the depths of who you are on a soul level. This is 8th house energy when we got Scorpio and Moon here. Scorpio Moon. A Scorpio Moon in the 8th house is someone who likes to investigate and know all the hidden knowledge and deep secrets and true crime whodunits and unsolved mysteries. You want to know answers to everything. And this is a pretty psychic moon as well. If you have your moon in Scorpio, or moon in the 8th house, very psychic moon. And it's about opening your third eye and trusting, even if you can't see that magic yet, trusting that it's there. It's flowing in everything, in the birds, in the trees, in the owl, in the deer, in every cell in your body. Just do it. Let's do a little experiment, you and me, right now. Okay, rub your hands together. A couple seconds here. And then feel that energy ball between your two hands now. Just really feel it, almost like that sphere of the moon there. Just feel it. And then just kind of relax your hands, on your lap or on a table or whatever. Just relax. And you can still feel that energy. You can still feel the sparks between the cells of your body, that electricity. You can feel the blood rushing through your veins. You can feel that magic. You can feel it. Many of us can feel it, but we can't always see it. But Spirit's letting you know you're going to be able to start seeing it soon. Much more than you have been. You're going to be seeing it. But your best bet is to balance your spiritual side and your day-to-day side so that you can have the best of both worlds, is what I just heard. And if you can hear Walter hacking, I apologize. He's had this cough for over a year, and the new medication he's on still hasn't worked. So I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Temperance, balancing these lives, these worlds of yours together, and you will get an inner peace. There's some inner peace to be had for you guys, that is for sure. And we also have truth. Wow. And what was I saying about this moon here? Those illusions being lifted. You're going to be able to see what's actually going on. You're going to wake up from the dream. You're going to learn the truth. No more illusion here. Or if it is illusion, you're seeing right through it. You're seeing beyond the mundane to the magic of things. You're seeing the truth of it. And look here, we've got this person here up in the clouds blowing that wind. Can we see it? There we go, maybe. Is that it? Are we focused? I don't know. But yeah, he's blowing this wind, this tree. But it's interesting too with this truth card, I'm hearing that everybody can believe a lie, but that doesn't change the fact that it's a lie. Even if no one or just one person believes this is a truth, it doesn't change the fact that it's the truth. It would be much better to know an uncomfortable truth than to believe a comfortable lie. Because a lie is a lie is a lie is a lie. At the end of the day, it's illusion. But you're seeing through that. The veils are lifting. And that might make your life look very dire and scary because there's no illusion making, I'm seeing like funhouse mirrors making something look very appealing. I'm seeing like an apple. It looks very red and beautiful and shiny and you're just ready to take a bite of it. But then there's a mirror behind it reflecting the backside of what you don't see of that apple. And there's just worms and rot and decay going on. So it looks all pretty on the outside, but you get that mirror reflecting back to you as the viewer. Wow, things aren't as they appear. And wow, Spirit's checking in to say, yes, truth, preach. So just because something looks bright and shiny doesn't mean it is. You're seeing through it. Your lie detector, your BS detector is on point. Your intuition is on point. So trust it. Trust it. And you will get the truth of things and really get into this sense of inner peace as you begin to see this magic and see through the illusion. Have that trust that things are working out for your best interest, but you're going to have to be the one to balance things out in your life. All right, what else is coming in hot for group 3? Anything else, Spirit? Here it is. Okay, we got this in group 2, I believe. Maybe it was group 1. See, I don't remember at this point. The messages have been so on point, I forget. But we have here awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. Yes, everything we've been talking about, awakening, spiritual awakening. These energetic upgrades you're receiving, you're seeing more. You're getting access to that claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience. You're knowing the truth, seeing the truth, feeling the truth, hearing the truth, tasting the truth for some of you, smelling the truth for some of you. Wow, you're finding a new way of being and you're integrating these. But able to integrate new truths, when you learn truth, when you learn that a lot of your life has been a lie, a lot of the systems that are in place that you used to trust, the officials that you used to trust, the authorities you used to trust, you're learning they've been lying to you, there's a grief process or a grief period that needs to be felt through and dealt with before you can just integrate a new truth. Well, it is the truth. It's not even a new truth. It's just the truth. You're just having a new way of being and a new way of seeing things. You're finally seeing the truth and no longer the illusion of things. That takes an integration minute. It takes a balancing, it takes a temperance, a self-love, a self-care, an inner peace moment to integrate that, yes, I've been lied to on a massive scale for most of my life. And now what am I going to do about it? Now that I'm seeing the truth, what am I going to do with this truthful information where everybody else I know is still asleep or believing the lies? You're now woke and ready to help others awaken. But you've got to, give yourself a minute, a rest to integrate all of this new truth before you can truly see this magic at play in your life. All right, what else for group 3? Oh, well, you're getting 2 and they fell to the ground. Let me grab those. Okay, star ancestors. Hidden secrets. Lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. I can't. Look a little deeper. Scorpio moon we were talking about. Hidden secrets, the truth coming to light we were talking about. And that lost wisdom. You remembering that you are not just this human meat suit. You are a soul. And you have access to that soul light, that soul vibration, those soul gifts, that magic. You have access. This is wrapping up everything beautifully with what we've already been talking about. And we also have here the courageous peony. Multifaceted. Yes, remember, balancing those different facets of yourself. Unique nature, and let yourself be seen. This is not the time to shrink away. Of course, if you're still in that dark night of the soul, of course, you're going to want to hide away, shrink away, and really feel into yourself and get that inner peace before you're back in action. But those of you who are back in action or want to be back in action, now's the time. It's time. Get out there. Let that light be seen. Be that lighthouse energy I'm always talking about here on my channel. And I keep doing this. I don't know if you guys can see. This is my shirt. My Misfit shirt. I keep putting my hands on my higher heart chakra. So some of this lost wisdom is coming through the heart and the higher heart chakra for you. It's just a knowing. It's not even that you have to figure out how you know things. You just know things now, and you don't know how you know them. And it's okay that you don't know how you know them. You just know them, and that's okay because they're truth. Truth is coming in hot. Serve fresh daily here. But remember, you are not just this human body. You are so much more than that. But you've been told and programmed to believe that this is it. And even if you do believe you had a soul before, you just felt that it was so unattainable, so unreachable, like this God up in the sky. Someone you can't really reach. But you guys are reaching. You're reaching it because it's here. You're reaching God because it's here. God is in everything. We've just forgotten, but now we're remembering because lost wisdom is coming online. The hidden secrets are being revealed for the truth that they are. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow, I can't wait to see what comes out in the other part of the reading. Don't forget to select also option A with the feather or B with the cedar and sage smudge stick. That's a lot of S's. Go on over. I will see you over there very soon. Okay, bye. All right, option A, or those of you who selected this feather, this is going to be your message. We're going to go ahead and grab one card and some charms, see what's going on, what other additional guidance for option A. I'm getting excited. Wow, those messages were on point, were they not? Okay, this came out also, I want to say group 2, I think. It's been a second. I've been so excited. There's been a lot of crossover with even the first 3 options that I've already forgotten what was what. But we've got here Earthed. Learning how to be human in the world but not of it. And this, I think it was groups 2 and 3 we talked about this. Probably all 3 groups at this point, I don't know. But yes, you guys are learning how to be human, and you are in the world but not of it. You are not just this human body, you are a soul having a human experience, and you can bring a lot of this soul essence into the human aura as you raise your vibration. So let's get into the charms. Okay, we've got a couple coming in hot. Okay, we've got the butterfly, a guitar, and a pink flower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petaled flower. Wow. So 2 indications of change with the butterfly and the 5-petaled flower. You are blooming, changing, and becoming a greater version of yourself than you've allowed yourself to be up to this point. And so many of you are still, kind of, this to me feels like a cocoon or a chrysalis. It's like some of you are still feeling very in the chrysalis energy. Some of you have come out already and are just needing to dip back in for a minute, maybe take a breather. That's been a theme with a lot of these piles as well. Just making sure you are balancing everything going on in your mundane 3D world and everything going on in your spiritual world, your mental world, your emotional world, balancing it out. That's really the name of the game here. And we have the guitar here, which anytime I pull this charm, Kurt Cobain steps in and says, "Hello, everybody." And there's him just confirming, I'm here. I love that. But what I see with this is you guys really connecting to music. Could be tones, could be singing bowls, could be native flutes, could be high vibe music, could be thrash metal for all I know. But whatever it is you're really connecting with right now, use that music to really raise your vibration if at all possible. Because I'm just hearing right now, music is a portal. Music is a time machine. They can take you anywhere. And especially if you can really get present while you're listening to music, because I know a lot of times music will take me to the past. It will be a time machine to the past where I can get all up in my feels about, certain things that didn't work out, or, healing from past wounds. Spirit's really showing me, though, you using this music, if you are healing and doing shadow work, of course, great, do that. But those of you who are in that shadow period where you're really wanting to dive in and do the shadow work, you can use this music, especially if it doesn't have lyrics. This to me feels very, maybe even creating your own music with drums, humming, chanting mantras, something like that, where maybe you're just allowing yourself to channel music, which I actually recently did on a trip back from my hometown. We were cleaning out my grandma's shed and barn in her backyard. She passed away in October of 2020, but its probate has taken a while, so we weren't allowed to go in and start cleaning or anything. But we finally were able to do that, and on my way home from that trip, I just normally, again, I listen to music on my CDs or radios or whatever it is, and I thought, I'm going to turn it off because I feel like bringing something through myself. So I actually turned on my camera and I recorded it. I don't know if you guys want to hear it. I did actually play it for my live streamers. On one of my live streams. Oh, there we go. Spirit's like, just do it, just share it, because it's over there on my phone. I'm gonna have to go over there and get it. Okay, I'll just play. Yeah, now my throat chakra's going. I'm just gonna grab it and play a quick little snippet, because I think it's important some of you bring through and channel your own guidance through music that wants to come through you. Let me go grab it. Okay, I'm back. So here it is. Please don't judge. Yeah, I didn't warm up or anything. It was just very spur of the moment whim. I didn't even know what I was singing. It just came through. It was channeled. I used to do this all the time in high school. It's just been a long time since I've done it. I'm almost 40, so it's been a hot minute. I've done it a few times throughout the years here and there, but not any time recently that I could point to. It's been a long time, but let me just play it. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. It's like 3 minutes long. I'll just play a clip. Again, please have some grace and don't make fun of me in the comments, please. In the live stream, it actually did trigger tears, chills in other people. So maybe this download is for you. Maybe there's something coming through for you. All right, here we go. Okay, that's enough. Maybe someday I will put out a whole new, actual, not me driving version of that. I don't know. I felt called to share it with at least my live streamers and option A. So there you have it. Lots of change coming in, especially with that heart chakra, with this pink 5-petaled flower as well. You guys, wow, powerful stuff coming through. Music is important to you, so listen to your own inner music as well, I'm hearing. So I hope that resonated for you. Option A. Feel free to share anything you want, any comments, any concerns, critiques, whatever. Go ahead and share it below. I always love to hear from you guys. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at The Done Creative, also over on my live stream channel and my Patreon. Both of those are linked in the description below. All right, bye. All right, option B are those of you who selected the Sage and Cedar Smudge Stick. This is a gift from Pop. Lori knows what's up. But we are getting into the message. Okay. What other guidance does Spirit have for group? No, option B. Option B, please, Spirit. Any guidance? We have here, Child of the Cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. And really what Spirit's highlighting for me with this reading for you guys is trust your intuition. Check yourself before you wreck yourself if you are going against your intuition, because your intuition is so on point right now. I know we really did pick this up in group 3 as well. Wow, you guys, intuitively you know exactly what to do. You know, especially if you are coming from that place of your heart. We've got here the heart and the solar plexus lit up right here in the line of the chakras, and even that crown chakra up here is lit up. I see the planet Saturn up here behind her head. So the planet Saturn deals with restriction, karma, old age, or people who are older than you. So maybe you've been dealing with themes in these instances. I'm also seeing ancestors, something about the 4th house as well. So there might be something going on in your 4th house of your birth chart, transit-wise. So look into that for some additional homework. But Saturn, this is you putting in hard work and then getting the benefit and the payoff for it. But again, the planet Saturn in astrology, at least in Vedic astrology, I don't know how it runs in Western astrology, but in Vedic astrology, the planet Saturn does not mature in your birth chart until you are between the ages of 36 and 42. And for most people, it's usually on the latter end of that. After 40, closer to 42 is usually when Saturn really stops restricting you and, you know, having you pay back karma wherever Saturn is in your birth chart and whatever houses Saturn rules, which would be Capricorn and Aquarius if you are following Western astrology, or I do believe it's just Capricorn in Western astrology, because Aquarius is co-ruled or is ruled by Uranus in Western astrology, but I always associate Saturn with both Capricorn and Aquarius. So wherever those are in your chart can also be indicators of it. Up until your mature years of 36 to 42, you're not really reaping the benefits of these houses until after that age. Okay, so enough about that. Let's get into your charms. Wow, you're getting quite a bit more than group 1, or option A, I mean. But we did do a little ditty. I sang a little song over there, so if you want to catch that, go ahead. Yeah, it's embarrassing, but there it is if you want to go check on in. Oh, wow, we've got 2 kitty cats. Okay, let's just unpack what we've got going on here. So we've got a skull and crossbones. Nothing to be worried about. This is just you closing out old toxic cycles that are no longer working. We've got a horse mid-gallop, so things are moving in quick. Things are coming in hot. I'm seeing a Mickey Mouse key. Again, might be hard to see in here and what's going on there, but that's what we got going on. We've got the Mickey Mouse key. We've also got the pink kitty cat and the silver kitty cat here. So what I really see with this all together is you with this Disney here tapping more into your inner child and doing that inner child healing, maybe going to a location or a vacation spot that you've always wanted to go. For some of you, this could be Disneyland, this could be Disney World. Making plans or even dreams. I'm just hearing the place where dreams come true. Of course, we could take the Disney symbolism here a little more sinister because it is coming below this skull and crossbones, and there's been a lot of conspiracy theories with Disney and just a lot of disgusting things hidden in their movies. But at the same time, there's been a lot of codes for awakening hidden in those movies as well, because there are also light workers working for these companies. So take it as it resonates. But with these two cat symbols, I'm seeing independence. You really, especially with this pink lit up here, and remember we've talked about the heart chakra already, but that pink, that heart chakra lighting up and being more independent as in matters of the heart. Not leaning on too many other people to make those heart-based decisions for you, but leaning on your own intuition to know what is best for your heart, your soul, your life path. You're knowing what's best. And I'm also hearing psychic abilities as well, because I really do attribute cat symbolism with someone who is very tuned in, very intuitive, very, very psychic, especially with their sight, psychic seeing, which is clairvoyance. Clairaudience to me as well is kind of coming in, and claircognizance. But yeah, you guys really are quickly overcoming old patterns, really quickly doing some inner child stuff that is going to lead you to a new avenue spiritually, maybe even physically. You're moving on out of a place energetically, physically, maybe visiting a place that you've always wanted to go, and gaining that beautiful independence. So that is what I'm seeing for you. Wonderful group. Sorry, I keep saying group. Option B with the Sage and Cedar Smudge Stick. That is your message. I hope it resonated for you. And I always love to hear from you guys in the comments. Feel free to share any critiques, criticisms, comments, love, whatever it is. I'm here for it. I'm a big girl. I can take any kind of criticism you have, but I love to hear from you guys and if things resonated or not. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at The Done Creative, also over on my live stream channel, The Done Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week, and also my Patreon, exclusive Patreon content, pick a card readings over there. We have live streams a couple times a month. We have a Discord server where we can just hang out and vibe between videos, and I also have a weekly reading that goes live for all of the 3 different tiers. So if you want to know what your weekly guidance is, head on over to Patreon. Both that and my live stream channel are linked in the description. All right, guys, I love you so much and have a beautiful day. Bye.